Have you heard of Aerodrome Finance? It's one of the biggest DeFi projects building on Coinbase's Base network, and it's quickly becoming the main place for trading, and I'm going to tell you all about it in today's video. Hey guys, Foxy's Trading here, back with another crypto video for you guys, and today we are talking about Aerodrome Finance. All right, so I'm going to do a little summary of what the project is. I'm going to talk about why it is a good or maybe it's a bad buy, where I see it going into the future, talk about some news, and then look at market structure, and we'll call it a day for today's video. Okay, so a quick summary on what Aerodrome Finance is. It is basically a decentralized exchange like Uniswap, but it's built on the Base network, which is considered Coinbase's layer 2 blockchain, right? So you can swap tokens, you can add liquidity, and add earns without a middleman, pretty much. It's designed to be the main liquidity hub on Base, and we know that Base is growing very, very quickly. So it being the main liquidity hub just shows how much potential this project really has, and it has an insane amount of volume, and I'm going to show you that in just a second, right? So looking at some of the news and updates with Aerodrome, this is the volume that I was talking about. Since launching 1 year ago, Bitcoin pools on Aerodrome have become the #1 place to trade Bitcoin on-chain, capturing over 75 billion in volume since making their debut on Base. So you can just see how much volume is really on Aerodrome. And I also saw another tweet up from Aerodrome. I think they said every time Bitcoin hit new all-time highs, volume was the highest on Aerodrome also. So it just shows how many people are trading on Aerodrome. Also, a little side note, every time I say Aerodrome, for any of you that have watched Wolf of Wall Street, does it not remind you of Aerotime? You know, the small little firm, the firm that he went to, the stock brokerage in the beginning of the movie, right? Aerotime, Aerodrome? No, I don't know. Great movie. Watch Wolf of Wall Street if you haven't. All right. Okay, back to the important things. So Aerodrome distributed 35 million in revenue to voters the last 30 days. That's over 1 million per day, more earnings than the next 4 major chains, right? So these are pretty much who they are competing with, and you can just see how advanced and how in the future and ahead of the competitors Aerodrome is, okay? What else? Aerodrome has officially joined the Grayscale DeFi fund. Institutional grade trading and custody of AERO is now available via Grayscale. All right. And did they have any doubts that Base was going to flip Solana? No, they didn't. All right, because that is exactly what happened. Base did flip Solana. It's one of the #1 largest chain in the world. And also, they do a lot of additions to their platform, right? So you can see here, send. What else if we scroll down? I saw one right here. There's going to be another one soon right here. It's a CYPR, right? So all of these just constantly being added for trading on Aerodrome just adds volume, adds price to the project, okay? So Aerodrome is down 10% in the last 7 days. It is down slightly in market cap. It's up a lot on volume. Obviously, there is still some markets to be added here, right? As to be expected. Community sentiment bullish 89%. That is very, very good. Obviously, we want to hit 90%, but that means that you guys really believe in Aerodrome and the project, right? So now let's have a look at buying opportunity. So I would say we are kind of in the middle of the price, right? This is almost like the halfway. This is the lower half. This is the higher half, right? We are pretty much sitting at halfway point. So what we saw happening is we saw this liquidity over here, right? Price swept all of this liquidity right here to the downside, and then it started reversing. What's very interesting is that this did not happen on the upside, which means that this liquidity still wants to be taken. And we can see that we are currently in a bullish uptrend, right? higher high, higher high, higher high, higher high. Now we have made 2 lower highs, right? But if price goes like this and we make a new higher high, then we are big chilling, right? So you guys can see we are in a trending up channel, right? That is pretty easy to see. Now, where would I buy if I were you guys? I think this is a pretty good area to buy because since we are going up, there might not be another opportunity, and we are in this big imbalance. And you can see this is a strong zone. 1, 2, 3, 4 times without breaking to the downside. So I think price is going to look something like this. We're going to go up, we're going to break those highs, and then eventually go to that, right? That is my trajectory plan on Aerodrome. I bought Aerodrome 2 weeks ago, right over here at 78 cents. Right here, I bought it at 78 cents. So I will be holding, right? If it hits all-time highs, I will be looking pretty decent. I think this is a good opportunity for you guys. Also, if it goes back to all-time highs, you guys are doubling your money, right? So Aerodrome, it is a very solid project. I think it is a low-risk play. I'm bullish on Aerodrome. Let me know what you guys think. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. It means a lot. And I'll see you guys all in the next video.